So here at Wolverhampton Homes, we're delivering quite a large retrofit project. Delivered about 600 homes over the last 2 years. This opportunity came along via Energy Sprong and via RJ Barwick to do a bit of a pilot Energy Sprong scheme, which takes us a bit beyond the sort of heating outputs and things that we're normally delivering. Also, that full suite of renewables and that degassing, full net zero. Exciting opportunity just to see how we as an organisation can deal with that. So as part of this scheme, we've been looking at Wimpey No Fines properties, very, very cold, but once you insulate them, become very warm. So the suite of measures on these properties has been external wall insulation, new windows, new doors to hit better new values, loft insulation. We've also done a garage conversion on these. We've made an extra living space as part of that. We've also used it as a plant room for all the new technology that's been stored in those properties. To couple with that, we've also installed smart home monitoring, which allows us to monitor temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide, and then obviously there's a full suite of monitoring across the renewable technology.
In some cases, we've used infrared heating instead of heat pump installation. And part of the project and the innovation is to do a comparison of the long-term outputs in terms of energy costs, comfort and convenience of the heat pump solution versus the infrared heating solution.
So we're working with 4 different archetypes on this project, and we understand that there's about 300,000 of those homes in the UK. These ones are Wimpey No Fines, and there's over 100,000 of this particular archetype. So we've been able to learn about some of the common variations and how they differ going from house to house. We're also working with architects to look at key variations and doing a lot of modelling to create blueprints and look how implementing the designs here on thousands more homes might affect performance and how we might be able to reduce the costs and scale up the approach.
So the approach that was taken on the scheme was from the outset to look at the Energy Sprong performance outcomes and look at the best possible outcomes that could be achieved on these properties from firstly carbon and energy performance and efficiency, but also obviously the other aspects of comfort and well-being and street scene. What happened is that we then looked at all of the possible measures that could be done to the properties and tried to find that sweet spot in terms of the cost, the disruption, and the outcome performance being achieved by doing one measure against another.
At the start of the project, we had a very high level of resident engagement. So from initial contact, from involving them in the design process and taking on board their thoughts, opinions, considerations, we understood how the tenants were heating the homes, the energy patterns, and how they were using the homes in general. Also supported them heavily with the off-gas process, because this was actually really time consuming and they never would have been able to navigate their way through it had they not have had that support. So alongside the literature, daily visits, and having somebody at the end of the phone or at the end of WhatsApp to be able to pick up and alleviate those concerns all helped to make the project a resounding success.
So we're really pleased with the outcome of the project, the impact that it has from a street scene, how it uplifts the individual properties as well as the street generally. The impact on the residents, been very positive response from the occupants of the properties. Importantly, we know that the energy and the carbon intensity of these properties now is significantly reduced from the measures that we've got. And the works that have been done will extend the life of these properties by at least 30, 40 years.
This project has been exceptional compared to many of the other retrofit projects I've been involved in because of the teamwork and the leadership by Wolverhampton Homes. We're at the point now where the relationships are so well established that everyone knows exactly who to speak to, where they need to go to get survey information, other information on the properties. The contractors work together fantastically well. And to be honest, this really is a model form of contract going forward for whole house retrofit.